Hello, my beautiful friends. This is Crystal Rose Insights here to do the third of my series I'm doing in the last few 24 hours for the current energies around the union of the twins. I've already done the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine readings in more depth, so if you haven't checked those out, please do. I will link them down below. But this is going to be a spread that I just decided to do around the union energies. Okay, so we're sort of sandwiched between the solstice, Mercury retrograde ending, the new year coming, the new moon on the full moon on the 1st, and all sorts of planets going direct, I believe, in the first week of January for the next 3 months. So it's a very interesting time. So, these are general readings, so of course take whatever message resonates for you and discard the rest. And I'm using the Angel Tarot today from Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, as I've done in my other readings for today. And I decided for this one to use the my Rose Quartz Love Stone. I want to put it right here by the candle because it just felt like it needed a little extra love support. So I've already done some meditating, called in the Archangels, Archangel Michael, Raphael, Metatron, all the Ascended Masters, all the light beings to please watch over this reading for the clearest messages of all and for the highest good of all light beings, all supporting energies for the twin flames during this time. So I'm going to pull 5 cards for each the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine right now. And I'll go through each of them as we go. But first for the Divine Masculine, 5 cards, please. For the current energies of how the Divine Masculine is viewing the union. Okay, so the Divine Masculine, like mind reading, what he's going through, that's in a different video. So this is going to be specific to how he's feeling about the union. Okay. Okay, so 5 cards to the Divine Masculine. First card we get is the 4 of Fire. Second card, 4 of Water. Third card is the Moon. Fourth card is the Knight of Water. You know what? I'm going to move this because I'm hoping you guys can actually see this on the screen. In fact, I'm going to check if you guys can actually see all 4. Yeah, you can. Okay, perfect. I can't actually see the the screen the way you guys see it when I'm recording, so half the time I'm like, oh, I hope it's working. And the 5th card here, and we get the 6 of Water. All right. Wow. Lots of emotions going on here for the Divine Masculine relating to the union. Okay, well, I'll explain each of these as we go. So now we're going to pull 5 cards for the Feminine. So I'm going to shuffle again for the Divine Feminine, please. Messages for how she is viewing the union right now. 5 cards, please, for the Divine Feminine. Okay. So for the Divine Feminine, we get the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, the 5 of Air, the 5 of Earth, the 8 of Air, and the 6 of Fire. Okay. So the overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the King of Earth. So this is the energy of the theme of the reading with, you know, the energy of the King of Earth. He's very stable, very grounded. He's been through his journey. He knows what he's doing. He's creating a practical, responsible life. He's also kind and generous. And this is a successful time. So this is a message overall for this reading where we are entering into a really successful time and there's all sorts of new opportunities coming. This is about having the Midas touch. So this is the theme for the overall reading. But right off the bat, before I even get into each of the individual cards, what I'm seeing very much, so the Divine Masculine is feeling a lot of emotion around the union. Okay, we've got so much water here, a major arcana and one card of fire. And for the feminine, she feels very much like she's a lot more in her head. Shocker. But I think that's interesting because the Divine Masculine is in his emotional body, which is it's a really interesting new development when it comes to the union, because there's a lot more emotions happening right now. She's a little bit more in her head around the union. But we'll get a little bit more into this as we go. So the first card is, how is the Divine Masculine viewing the union right now in what we call the heart space, the 5D? What does his soul feel about the union right now? Which is the Four of Fire. So this is the Four of Wands in traditional tarot, which is oftentimes a marriage card. It's the card of stability, happy home. The Four Wands end up representing the 1111 is often, for me and I know for other readers, a twin flame card. So his soul right now in the 5D level is really wanting this stability and this nurturing energy and the fire and the I don't want to say the passion, that's not the right word. But he's wanting the Four of Fire. He's wanting the stability of the union, and he's excited about it, and it's, he's not taking it very lightly. It's very, very serious. So how is the Divine Feminine seeing their union right now in their higher self, which is the Wheel of Fortune? So her higher self is aware, and maybe because she's watched my other videos I did yesterday and today about this, the energies right now, because this card came up in was it the Divine? I can't remember. Divine. This came up in the other readings I've done in the last 24 hours relating to the current energies. So this is very consistent. But her higher self is realizing that there is positive change happening on a soul level. She understands this. She knows things are happening as they're intended to happen. Karma, destiny, divine timing. And this is a time of positive change, a situation suddenly moving forward. So I feel like in her soul space, she understands that there have been things going on and that things are starting to change, even though she might not see things on the outside. So that's, and it's a 10 card, so it's the completion of a cycle, because I feel like there's been a lot of healing and now there's about to be some movement into a new cycle. And so she on her higher self is very aware of that. So the next is, how is the Divine Masculine feeling in the 3D? Like, what's happening in his 3D world, his physical world, which is the Four of Water. And the Four of Water is, he's currently in a place where he's focused on the stuff that hasn't gone right. He's focused on the things that haven't happened. He's crying over the spilt milk. He's looking at the 3 cups here that have spilled, but he's missing this large, beautiful chalice right behind him if he was only to turn around and look. So in the 3D world, the Divine Masculine is currently in a place where he's, and again, watch the Divine Masculine reading because I go more in depth about this, but of course it's coming up here again because that's just how energy works. But he's crying about the things that have happened. He's having regrets. He's concerned he might have missed the opportunity with his Divine Feminine. Maybe he had a chance to be with her. Maybe he has been with her. I don't know. Everyone's in a different part of their twin flame journey. However, if he's crying, he might feel like he's blown it in the 3D. He might be, maybe he's gone with karmics. Maybe he's had some things going on in his life where he hasn't been able to be in that relationship and he's had some growth to go through. So this could be him being sad about relationships not working, or him being really sad that he feels like he might have blown his chance with his Divine Feminine. Because again, the journey is understanding that this relationship is not like 3D typical relationships. The twin flame relationship is very different. So in his mind, he's like, I don't even know if I have a chance anymore. So that's how he's feeling in the 3D world. And again, there's 4. So the concept of stability is very important right now for the divine masculine. He's really longing for that stability. He's been through a tumultuous up and down cycle very recently here, and I think he's really longing for the 4. Stable, grounded. So how is the divine feminine feeling in her 3D space, which is the 5 of air, which is... The 5 of air is a challenging card from the standpoint of it's about going through a rough time. Like, she's thinking she's going through this really rough time. She's so much in her head right now. This is talking about making an unwise choice, learning what she can from the situation, and taking a look at everyone's motives. So this card feels like a lot of chaos to me. It's like headspace, chaos, learning lessons. You don't really know what's going on, and you're just really swirling in your head. So in the physical world for the divine feminine right now, I feel like a lot of them are just questioning everything. They're questioning everything from what's going on in their careers to what's going on with this twin flame journey. Are they just, I mean, again, watch the divine feminine reading because I go in depth with it. But she's in this space of the 5 of air energy, 5 of swords. And I'm going to look real quick if there's anything else that's coming up for that I think is important to share here. So it's about, in the 3D world, she might not be making the right choices for herself. Okay? And it's a heads up that we may be going in a direction that won't ultimately make us happy. It's giving you a warning that it's a time to possibly course correct now so that you don't mess things up later. And there may be people around us who are well-meaning, but they have different motivations than we do, and we might not be able to trust them necessarily. So this is about the inability to see clearly. So the divine feminines, according to how they're feeling about the union right now, is they're feeling a little confusion, feeling a little hazy, and they might be listening to the influences of others right now. Okay, and I know it was in the divine feminine reading where the energy of her almost thinking that, am I ready to give up on this twin flame journey? Like, is this actually going to happen? And this is reflecting that same energy to where in her physical world, she might be going like, is this even worth it? What am I doing? And, there's the message of the urgency of moving in a new direction. Like, she feels like she wants to move forward. She's feeling a little rebellious. It's the energy of Aquarius as well, which we're coming into Aquarius season here very shortly. But because she's like wanting to do something and move forward, she might be taking advice from others. So the reminder here in the 3D is divine feminines, please make sure that you listen to your intuition. Try not, there's well-meaning people around you. However, they may have different motives for this situation than you. So the next is, let's move on to where the divine masculine is in his 3D conscious world. So this particular position here represents where is the divine masculine consciously towards the union. So when I say 3D space here, where is he actually in the 3D? But then this is where his conscious mind is in the 3D, because I think that's a lot of the questions that a lot of people have is he aware of what's happening? How is he currently thinking in his conscious mind about union? And we get the moon. I think he's feeling, this to me is obviously a major arcana, but this to me feels like in his conscious mind, he's fearful of the unknown. So he's kind of questioning, like, is what I'm seeing or what I'm feeling real? He's either questioning his intuition, which is the moon is about intuition going within. The moon can also be about things that are hidden. So I feel like it's a combination of him not trusting his intuition that he's starting to try to listen to. And he's starting to question, like, am I really getting this right? Or he's also, like, fearful that there might be things going on with his divine feminine union that he's not aware of, and he's distrustful of it. So the message for him in the conscious world is to release the fears that held him back, which is beautiful. So in the 3D world, it's the new beginning towards abundance. See, it's the 18 card. Brand new beginning towards abundance, toward his twin flame. So in his 3D world, like, it might be stirring up a bunch of emotions for him, unconscious emotions that he may not be able to actually put his finger on in his, like, in the conscious world. But he's aware, and that's because this is the 3D conscious space. He's aware that he's unaware, or he's aware that he doesn't get it. I don't know best to say that, but he knows there's things he does. Like, the more that you grow, the more you know you don't know. I feel like that's the theme of what he's facing in his 3D world. So where's the divine feminine in her 3D conscious space? And we get the 5 of earth. So again, 2 5s. So in her 3D world, she's going through this phase, but on a conscious place. She's also very much, she's in a place where she's afraid about money. She's afraid of her stability. She's maybe I know that a lot of divine feminines have been going through dealing with changes in their careers or getting more stable. They've been through some ups and downs. And for her, the conscious place is she's also needing to understand that it's okay to accept help from others. And this could be help from, you know, other twin flames or people that are on the twin flame journey, maybe people watching this video. I mean, I think there's a reason that we come together in this community, because we're going through this journey. And that on the conscious space, if this means her, you know, sitting back and connecting with other people that are on this journey, and maybe it's not friends that you know that are your close friends because they're not on this journey, they don't understand it. But to me, the 5 of earth for her is representing she's concerned about her stability in her home, her family, her finances, and she's trying to figure this out. So again, she's got 2 5s, so she's going through like this really challenging time relating to the union. And let me see about, is there anything else specific to this right here? So it can represent the absence of friends or romance or opportunities. She may be consciously really yearning for the union. She's really kind of feeling like, gosh, I've been through this. I want it to happen. But if she's focusing on the lack of having the union, then she'll attract more of the lack of having the union. That's the law of vibration, law of attraction. So this is a card that is reminding us that that there is a way to what she wants, and if she focuses on the path. So this is, I'm a big follower of Abraham Hicks. I love Abraham Hicks's teachings, which is a lot about the law of vibration. But here's what's interesting. So the path to this beautiful place in the reality looks like it's impossible. Hello, that card just jumped. Did you see that card just jump? That's a clear message. So the path looks in reality to be like, you're focusing on the reality, the what is, which looks like brambles and a hard path to get here. It's like all overgrown and impossible to get to your destination. But then there is a hummingbird here that's going to fly directly over all this crap and get you to your beautiful journey. So there's another path to where you want to go besides focusing on what the reality is. So this is reminding the divine feminine, please, like, remember that your gratitude and your focusing on where you're going versus what's in front of you will make a difference in your path. So that's beautiful. I love that for that. Wow. Okay. So what is the current divine masculine's challenge towards union? And it's the Knight of Water. So his challenge is he's wanting to move forward in his love and offer his love to the divine feminine. He's been wanting this for a long time. This Knight of Water and the Knight of Cups has come up so much because he's wanting to move forward in love, but his challenge is he doesn't know how. He doesn't know how to do it. He's in this emotional space, but he doesn't know what to do to move it to this place where it's actually manifesting. So, so when I look at this card, he's up here, he's kind of splashing around in the stormy waters, and he wants to move forward to this cup and offer his cup, but he doesn't know how to do it. He's like, how do I get down here and reach that and give it to her when everything else is going on here? So to me, this just feels very much like his challenge is he's trying to sort through how he can make his offer of love. And again, amazing consistency. Please go watch the other readings I did relating to this, because the messages are talked about there very clearly as well. So what is the Divine Feminine's challenge, which is the Eight of Air? She's in the illusion of feeling trapped. This is the Eight of Swords. So in the traditional tarot, it's the image of the woman being blindfolded, surrounded by almost like a circle of 8 swords. But if she just opens her eyes and walks forward, she'll be out of the circle. So this is about being trapped in an illusion. So this is a reminder for the Divine Feminine that she's lacking her self-confidence, and she needs to just remember that everything she wants is right there, and she just has to let go of her limiting beliefs, her old thinking patterns, the things that have trapped her in the past. And that if she just looks forward and moves forward and opens her eyes, she will get towards where she wants to go. So the last 2 positions here, these are the advice cards. So this is the advice for the Divine Masculine, and we get the 6 of Water. So this is a twin flame card, nostalgia, longing for the connection that he experienced, the innocent love that he feels with his Divine Feminine. So the advice for him is to remember this energy and realize that it's real. Realize that he's not romanticizing it because he's being delusional. He's romanticizing it because his soul knows that this love and this innocent love of the divine union, the divine counterparts, is real. So the advice for the Divine Masculine is to remember that the 6 of Cups, that it's here and that he's not just imagining it, and to really remember that it's here. So the advice for the Divine Feminine, and again, this card came up in the other 2 readings, but it's the 6 of Fire. So the advice for her is to remember that victory is on its way, that the battle is still being fought, and that you're going to be victorious. You're going to be in harmony with your twin, because the 6 is about harmony with that divine love, the unconditional love of the 6 of Water. So I love that these 2 cards have come up in the advice for both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, because they're both 6s. They're both mirroring the energy of the twins, the unconditional love and victory. And they're in the advice. They're in the advice position. So there you go, twins, for the union, okay? The advice for both of you is to remember that victory is on its way, to remember that you will be with your twin, that you will have this, and that it's on its way, and to remember that. Because it's easy, I think, especially during the holidays, my gosh, like this time is so emotional and so triggering for many people, that it's easy to get sucked into our old patterns. Okay, so I'm going to pull some other cards from another deck. Let me get some water too real quick. All right. So now I'm going to pull some energy cards of the current energies around the union. I'm going to use the Energy Oracle deck. And I'd like to pull 3 cards, please, for the overall union energies at this time. What are the 3 clearest messages of the union energies between the twins right now, please? What are the energies of the union right now? Messages, advice, energies for the union. And we get walking away. Journey, and hostility. So I'm going to actually leave them in the way that they came up because this deck is intended to be read with the reversals. So, so the first is we get walking away. So this is a scenario where you see this woman, she's clothed in a beautiful pink gown, very flowy, very feminine, and she's leaving behind this opulent, safe space that has a garden. And she's turning back and saying, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm walking away. It's a spiritual, it's walking away towards a new spiritual partnership. It's the 27 card. And she's happy about it. She's ready to be free and flowing like the divine feminine. And it came up in the reversed position. So let me just look up what that specificity is when it comes up. Is that, yeah, okay, yeah. So this is like, which is a little obvious, but I just wanted to double check it, is so she wants to walk away, but because it's in the reverse, the energies of the union is both of them are feeling stuck. And again, that's a consistent message from the other readings from today. But it is that there might be like jobs, relationships, things that don't resonate with you, but out of habit or fear, you allow yourself to stay when it be healthier than it would be when it might be healthier to walk away. And habit and familiarity are compelling forces. And this causes the twins to ignore their intuition and sometimes stay in things that are not good. And maybe timing's not right. And maybe there's a purpose in deceit, like staying a little longer. So if any of the twins are with a karmic partner right now, they may be in the union energy. They might still be needing to wrap up loose ends. Maybe the divine masculine, divine feminine are with karmic partners. In my experience in the readings, it's a lot of the masculines that are with karmic partners. So maybe he's still with a karmic partner or just wrapping it up, or if he's just wrapped it up, he's needing to deal with it. And it could be just also a personal unhealthy pattern, letting go of behavior or thoughts or negativity that don't serve you. Okay, so this could just be relating to walking away from your thought patterns that haven't helped you in the past. You know, you're breaking through to a new paradigm. See the light behind her? The light is amazing. It's so vibrant and light-filled. Why wouldn't you want to go there? Okay, so the next card of the energies of the union is Journey. So, and again, another partnership card. And that, to me, this is a sign that both of the twins are, the union energies are where it's moving towards the partnership. This is the journey towards partnership. The light, leaving the baggage behind and moving towards the unknown. See how there's all sorts of different signposts? You don't quite know where you're going, but you just have faith. You are illuminated in the light, and as is your twin. So let me read that one too. And see if there's anything else that I've missed in that card. So it's a signal that plans should go off without a hitch. Be clear of your motivations and logistics. Life is a journey, and that you have exciting times and inspiration energy ahead. So yeah, these two together, go on the journey, twins. Go on the journey, because the journey is moving towards the light. The journey is amazing. It's so vibrant. You're on the way. You're surrounded by light. You're surrounded by divinity and what's meant. And the last is the hostilities card. So this is an energy of the battles that some of you are facing. Okay, so I know in the Divine Masculine reading, there was a lot of cards that came up around family, friends, karmic partners that the Divine Masculine was facing. It's like there's this energy of him having to battle his environment. And this is consistent with that. And it's the 26 cards. So victory and partnership, which adds up to abundance and twin flame, but it's in the reverse. So the reversed message for this card is that you're feeling stuck. Yeah, so it's again the same energy of being stuck. And we got this in the other readings I did. So right now the union energies are stagnant. They feeling like they might not be moving forward in the physical. However, in the readings I was doing, the energies were very clear that things are happening under the surface, but on the outside, you might be feeling stuck. You might be feeling trapped. So that's a clear message relating to the union energies. And so, but it also, in the reverse, it means it's the end of hostilities for you. There's a shift happening. And there still might be some things you have to do, but this is an indicator that the hostilities are changing, and this is encouraging that the situation is going to be resolved because the hostilities are now ending. Okay. So now I'm going to pull from the Romance Angel cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards again, please, on the energies of the union right now. What messages do you have, Romance Angels, please, for the energies of the union of the twins? 3 cards, please. First card is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Second is children. Your love life is being affected by children. And third is the getting to know each other. So the Romance Angel messages are that obviously, even amongst all of this stuff happening underneath, hostilities, feeling stuck, feeling like things aren't moving forward, you're still in the getting to know each other phase, okay? And this is the reminder that you need to start trusting and getting to know each other. And this could be in the 3D world. This could be in the 5D. You guys could be dealing with the element of children. Maybe one of you has children. Maybe both of you do. Maybe children are impacting the relationship. Or maybe this is just you remembering how you wanted love to be as a child. And lastly is romantic feelings. I mean, obviously, the feelings between you two, the energy between you two is this, fairy tale kind of love on the soul level. It's never an easy journey necessarily. It can have the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows. But this is the reminder that we're still in this early phases of getting to know each other. Okay, so let me see what I want to use now. I'm going to pull from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. I'd like to pull 1 card, please, for how the Divine Masculine is looking at the union right now, and then 1 card for the Divine Feminine. But first we're going to pull the Divine Masculine, how he's feeling towards union right now. And we get the sacral chakra. Oh, he's feeling it, all right. He is feeling it on a passionate level, on a creative level, because the twin union is one that's obviously extremely passionate, but it's also very creative. It's about that sexual entrepreneurship, creative energy. So that is, and he's thinking about the partnership. So he's feeling very much, he wants that, stable partnership. However, it's also highly passionate for him, and it's stirring his feelings of physical connection and sexual energy with that sacral energy. So, I don't know what else to say about it other than there you go. So, how is the Divine Feminine currently seeing the union? What is the Divine Feminine currently feeling towards about the union right now, please? right, so a whole bunch just jumped out. Oh my God. All right. 4 jumped out. I was like, oh, I might just take the top card, which I will talk about. However, 1, 2, 3 of these cards, exactly the same cards that came out in the Divine Feminine reading. Please go watch it. And also in the Divine Masculine reading, we got this card for him. But these all 3 came out for the Divine Feminine. So I'm not going to repeat what those said because you can go back and look at that video. But holy crap. Just saying. I can't, I mean, okay. So here is what they call the Confront card. This is a major arcana. And it's the 18 card, which is about, it's the archetype. So this is the Moon card. Okay, so this is the Moon. And this is about looking at your shadow side, looking at your intuition, learning how to trust your intuition. So she's concerned but what's interesting is the Moon came out here, right? So again, we're getting mirroring happening between the masculine and the feminine. They both get the Moon card. So I think they're both feeling like they need to learn to trust their intuition and also stop being so fearful of the unknown, because there may be some things hidden. But you never are going to have all the answers, right? You're going to have faith and grow forward in that energy. And this is about healing the things that we know need to be healed, and, looking at your misconceptions about love and what your beliefs are about love. So this is happening on both sides. Okay. So now I'm going to pull advice cards from Archangel Michael. I usually do him at the end of the readings, like have him as the last cards for the reading. I'm going to pull a couple others because I have a few new decks here and they feel like they want to participate in this party. So what advice do you have? 1 card, please, for the Divine Masculine, Michael. Advice about union and how he can best support himself and his feminine moving towards union. And we get, this is your life's purpose. Just flew out of the deck. It says, your life's purpose is to get in union with your twin, because what happens when you do, you can change the world. So the advice from Archangel Michael for the Divine Masculine is that. And it's a validation that what you're dreaming about is your life's purpose, and it is that your current situation offers clues about the next step to take on your path. It's about, like, whatever you're doing right now, Divine Masculines, in your career is your life's purpose. So this is a combination of being with your Divine Feminine, but also serving the world in your capacity and what you're here to do. And together, there might be more things you can do with your twin that you're not even contemplating at this moment. But so your life's purpose really is, when I came up with that question as I asked it, is, do your work to get in union so you guys can kick ass. All right, what's your advice, Michael, please, for the Divine Feminine as how she can help support the movement towards union, please? In the energies right now, what does she need to know? What's the advice for her, please? You've created this situation, you have the power to change it. So the advice for the Divine Feminine is to remember she is the magician. She has the ability of the magician to manifest and create her reality. If what she's seeing on the outside right now isn't matching what she wants, then she needs to change what she's focused on. And this came up the other day in a private reading I did in the same exact advice, which is for a Divine Feminine, which is, remember, like, you have the ability to create your canvas. Remember that in this journey. So I'm going to pull now from this new deck for me, which is this beautiful fairies deck. Can I get one message, please, for both the divine masculine and feminine about their union? What messages, fairies, do you have for the divine counterparts about their union right now? What messages or advice, one card, please, do you have for the twins? You've got the power. Okay. Didn't I just say that? You have the power. This is your life's purpose. You've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve the situation. You can do it. Twins, you have the power. You can have this. You can do this, and you can be the example for the rest of consciousness. And here's this little girl tiptoeing on a high wire. And she's surrounded by nature. Like, they're like, you got this, you can do it. And she's like, how can I even stand on tiptoes on a high wire? And guess what? She's doing it. She's totally doing it. Because she can, as can you. I love this deck. It's so sweet. And I've talked about it in the Divine Feminine video. Because my daughter has this deck. And I ended up getting one for myself because I thought it was so sweet. So I'm going to end with one card from the Journey of Love deck by Alana Fairchild. All right, this just came out, Shakti, the 19 card. Which is a 10, which is a 1, which is new beginning, completion of a cycle. And I'm going to read from this what this means. The concluding message is, Shakti is the divine feminine fire. She's the body awakened with light. She's the divine feminine and the Kundalini, the energetic force that's moved within us. And it's Kundalini coming alive in the body, and we can't remain as we once were. We might try to be this is the transformative energy of the twin union. If there's not a better confirmation of what twins are supposed to do together, is this Kundalini energy is rising to support that happening. And we are no longer satisfied trying to be the good child or fearing that we're bad. We know we're just divine. And this child lives fully and with passionate fire and living from the heart. You know, we might be having old pain that we're burning through and dealing with it. And old rules do not fit anymore. You don't plug a globe capable of illuminating the whole world into the bedside reading lamp without burning down the house. Best to let the light shine as it was meant to in the big arena. Shakti is making your light grow, beloved. Be prepared to shine brighter. You are going through energetic shifts in your subtle anatomy because your energy body and your physical body have begun to merge with each other. The shifts energetically will affect your physical body too. So, guys, be you. Be the twins. Keep on this journey. Keep being and doing your work. Like, keep being you. Keep doing your work, because your light, when you get this energy rising and you get together with your twin, there's no stopping what's going to happen. And the world needs you. The world needs you, and it needs this energy, and it needs this power. So if you're watching this video and you have any doubts whatsoever, here's your reminder that this is your life's purpose. Okay? To be together. All right, guys. Well, I am going to end this now. I don't want it to be a 2-hour video. However, gosh, I love that these energies came up. Please do watch the other accompanying videos that I posted separately. And if you want a private reading, information is in the description box below. But in the meantime, guys, take advantage of this time. Take advantage of this energy that's happening coming into the new year. There's so much it's at our fingertips. And I'm so grateful for all of you and your private readings that you ask me to do, and your confirmation and your messages and your texts. And it's just, I'm just grateful to be able to do this work, and I'm grateful for all of your support, and thank you all for being on this journey with me, because it's because of you that I'm learning as I go, and just in abundant love always, guys. Until next time. Bye.